The Weaver of Dreams Season 1 Episode 1. In a bustling village cradled between the soaring Mount Fako and the vast, whispering Atlantic Ocean, lived a young man named Goerge. He was not born to the rhythm of the hoe or the call of the hunt, but to the gentle dance of imagination and the cadence of words. Goerge was a master storyteller, a weaver of dreams. With charcoal from the morning fire, he drew breathtaking murals of ancient myths and heroic deeds on the sun-baked walls of the village homes. With his voice, rich as palm wine and as clear as a mountain stream, he held the entire community captive by the firelight, his tales of brave warriors and cunning spirits echoing under the star-strewn sky. Goerge's art was a gift to his people, a reflection of their history and their spirit. But his heart, as vast as the ocean before him, yearned for more. The village was his home, his canvas, but the world, he knew, was an immense tapestry of untold stories and unheard years. He would spend hours at the edge of the sea, watching the waves crash against the shore, imagining his stories traveling on the foam, reaching faraway lands. This yearning was a quiet ache in his chest, a longing for a stage larger than the village square. He saw the world not as a collection of separate villages, but as one great, interconnected family, and he felt a deep responsibility to share the magic of his people with them. One day, while Goerge was sketching a great, winged spirit on the wall of the communal hut, an old woman named Martha, the wisest and most respected elder, approached him. Her face was a map of time, each wrinkle a story, and her eyes held the depth of 1,000 sunrises. She saw the restlessness in his hands, the longing in his gaze. "Goerge," she said, her voice a gentle rustle of dry leaves, "your heart is bigger than this village. You wish to share your dreams with the world, but you do not know the path." Martha pointed a gnarled finger not at the forest of trees behind them, but at a shimmering, unseen space in the air. The light bent around it strangely, and the air hummed with a faint, unfamiliar energy. "That," she announced, her voice gaining a resonant quality, "is the digital forest. It is a new world, a grand network of villages far beyond our sight and the reach of our feet. There, your stories can travel not on the wind, but on invisible threads of light. In that place, a single whisper can become a roaring echo, heard in every corner of the world." Goerge's eyes widened. He had heard whispers of such a place, a realm of strange magic and unseen connections, but he had never believed it could be real, that it could hold the key to his life's purpose. Martha saw his wonder and continued. "This forest has many paths, each leading to a unique village. There is the village of Facebook, where people gather in great crowds to share their lives. There is Instagram, where the people speak in images and beautiful carvings. And there is LinkedIn, a village for those who build things and conduct great trade." The more Martha spoke, the more the world around Goerge seemed to shrink, and the digital forest grew in his mind. He saw his drawings not just on walls, but on 1,000 screens, his voice not just in the village square, but in the ears of people he could never meet. A new purpose, sharp and clear as a newly carved spear, took hold of his heart. He knew he had to embark on this journey. This was not just a whim, it was a calling. He saw his art as a bridge, and the digital forest was the other side. That evening, by the fire, Goerge shared his decision with his family and the village elders. His father, a man of the earth, worried for him. "My son," he said, "these unseen paths are full of tricks. Stay here, where your art is seen and your stories are loved." His mother, however, saw the fire in his eyes and supported him. "Go," she said, "but remember the roots of your stories, for they are what will keep you strong." The villagers, who had long adored his work, gave him their blessings, though they were sad to see him go. He was a piece of their identity, a chronicler of their soul, and they hoped his journey would not change him. Goerge spent the next few days preparing. He filled a leather pouch with his best charcoal, a small notebook of dried papyrus leaves for new ideas, and a small, smooth stone from the river, a token of his home. He asked Martha to teach him more about the digital forest, and she explained the basics of navigating its paths, its languages, and its curious customs. The digital forest was a place of endless possibility, but also endless noise. To be heard, you must shout, but to be heard well, you must know when to whisper, she advised him. With a final look at his home and a heart filled with ambition and a little fear, Goerge walked toward the shimmering, unseen gateway. He carried with him not just his tools, but the dreams of his entire village, a weight he bore with pride. He was no longer just a storyteller, he was an explorer, a pioneer, stepping into a new world to carry the magic of his people to every corner of the earth. His journey was not just for him, but for every single person who had ever gathered around his fire to listen. The digital forest awaited, and he was ready.
Subscribe now on Distrolabs to watch the next episode on Goerge and the Digital Forest.